guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing my foundation routine. This is my current foundation routine, and I'm also going to be doing a little quick review on the foundation that I'm obsessing over. So I hope that you guys really enjoy this. And oh, by the way, I cut my hair. I got it. I've been wanting to do this for so long, and I just finally got the balls to do it. And I was like, let's just chop it off. New beginning, new me, new start to my life. Let's do it. So it's gone, and I'm so obsessed with it. Like, I don't know, I just really love it. And I hope that in a week or two I'm not like, oh, my long hair, where's my long hair? So I really hope that you guys enjoy this video, and I hope that this foundation routine is useful and that you perhaps go out and buy the foundation that I'm talking about. So please thumbs up this video if you like it and you want to see more, and I will catch you guys again for another video next week. Bye. Okay, so first what we're going to be doing is I'm going to be starting off with my NYX Shine Killer primer, and the reason I like using this is because in the summertime is a time where I'm the most oily if I do not use all precautions to make sure I do not get that extra shine. Make sure I really get in the parts that I tend to get really oily. So my T-zone for sure, and above my eyebrows, and then right here. So right now I am going to be obsessing and raving about this foundation that I've just discovered. I know that I'm so late because I think it came out like very early this year, and this foundation is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Foundation, and it is up to 24-hour foundation. I haven't worn it 24 hours because, let's be real, I go to bed at like 9, I'm a grandma. But the hours that I have worn it and the times that I've worn it where it's really hot and humid, my face has stayed matte. And I've worn it to events where I know that I'm going to be expecting me to get oily. Like, I've been testing it in different types of settings, and I've also used this without setting spray, and I can tell you that last night, which was 4th of July, when I got back home, which was really late, I was just so impressed by how this foundation was able to stay on. This foundation is a little bit on the pricey side for drugstore foundation. It is probably around $11 to $14. I'm not quite sure, but I will have that listed down below in the description box. Be sure to check that out because it has all important information that you need to know about this video. This color is, where is the color? Oh, Natural Beige, which is the color that I always gravitate towards when I'm looking for foundations. So 105 Natural Beige, and it is just my favorite foundation at the moment. I'm probably going to be using this in every tutorial. I'm so sorry, but it's just, it's how things go. So the first application that I like to do is go in with my Sigma Flat Top Kabuki, my F80. I like to do just to make sure that I have a little tiny bit of moisture and dewiness into my face. It's just add a little bit of MAC Fix Plus onto my brush. And then I like to put the foundation on my hand so I can work from my hand. And the texture of this foundation, it's not very thick clay-like. It has a little bit of more liquidy feel, not too liquidy. But I like to dot it in the areas where I know that I'm going to need the most coverage. I do not like to put too much on for my first layer because I really want to see how it applies on. But just because I'm kind of doing a demo on this foundation, as well as my foundation routine, I'm just going to be working for my cheeks, and I'm just going to be going in circular motions and making sure I get the right amount of coverage. So as you can see, this foundation has a very natural finish because on this side is the side that I've applied my foundation, and this side is the side that I haven't, and the only difference is that little bit of redness, but everything else looks pretty natural. So it's not like you can tell right off the bat that I'm wearing a lot of makeup, which is something that we for sure want during these summer months. We don't want people to think that we have too much makeup on. And something else that I noticed after wearing it for 7 hours yesterday was that I was expecting, because it was a matte foundation, that maybe for some of you guys, you would start seeing how it started cracking right here, which is very usual for people who use a matte foundation, but there was no cracking whatsoever, and I was really impressed because usually that's the first area that I start to notice it. I like to go back in and apply the second layer with my beauty blender, and the reason I like to do that is because for the second layer it's kind of just to add a little bit more and make my face look a little tiny bit more airbrushed. And I like to go in the sponge just because it absorbs that excess foundation so that I am not too heavy-handed if I go in and apply a little bit more. So for my eyebrow concealer, I do like to go with the Maybelline Fit Me concealer, and I just like to brush it off a little bit just so I don't get too much product. And then I like to go up and just really lightly and make sure I clean it up as much as possible. When I'm doing brows, eyeliner, well, winged eyeliner and lashes, that's when I just have to shut my mouth. And if you're wondering what color I use, what is it? 25 medium. Then for my under eye concealer, I do like to use a little bit more of a high-end product just because I feel like this is the product that's working best for me. I've tried different concealers under my eyes and they crease so bad. So this is the Naked Skin Urban Decay, and I use this in medium as well. And what I like to do is I like to just go in my under eye. So I'm just going to take my beauty blender and make sure I blend that out. I don't like to use these type of concealer blending brushes because with those I realize that it's only good for when I'm sharpening my edges, and even so I like to just do it with the beauty blender when I have a lot of intense eyeshadow on there. I just go in with the banana shade right there. I'm so sorry, my palette is just so dirty. I go with the banana shade and where's my brush? I go in with my Real Techniques under eye brush and I just go in and powder that section under my eye and just clean up that excess concealer that might be laying at the top and make sure I set it with the banana powder so it does not look fake. I like to go in with this lightest shade right here and just apply that over the banana powder. I worked with some people who have really dark circles and they're like, that's the main thing that I want to focus on, is covering those up and just highlighting it so I look brighter and I do not look tired. So what I like to do is I like to go in with that, and there I'm just going to be applying it all over my under eye. And I'm going to be doing that exact same thing on my other eye. And we're just highlighting that area. So as you can see on camera, it looks automatically so much brighter. And if you do suffer from bad under eyes or just really dark circles, I recommend you doing that. And then I'm just gonna go in with my big kabuki and I'm just going to go like that. Just the idea of bronzing and contouring is that you wanna do it in a 3. Do it 1, 2, and then hit it down here. I'm just gonna dab my contour so that I don't get it muddy. And if you are going to be rubbing it, rub it upward, because you do not want to just put your contour to waste. If you rub it downward, it's just gonna disappear and it's like you didn't even have a contour. So just rub it upward if you're gonna rub it. You guys are probably sick of seeing this Luminoso, but trust me, the next tutorials that are coming up, I've bought a bunch of new blushes that I'm willing to try and just leave this one alone for a little bit, so no worries. But the reason I love this one is because it's a peachy, luminous shade that just really makes me so happy. I don't know, it just really screams summer to me, and maybe soon I'll have a new love, hopefully, because you guys are probably like, she always talks about that stupid blush. So I'm just gonna go over my contour. Guys, this blush is just perfect. Like, Milani, thank you. And then I'm going to be going in with my highlight. And we all know no look would be complete without highlight for me. So I'm going to be using this Gilded Honey by Laura Geller, which everybody is talking about because it is just perfection. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be using this Morphe M501 brush, and I'm just going to be applying that above my contour and blush. This highlight is just giving me so much life right now. I wore the same exact look yesterday and I was like, yes. My highlight is brighter than those fireworks. I just ordered that Jaclyn Hill highlighter and Mama gonna be doing a tutorial on that one. So you guys know the drill. I highlight a lot and I don't have a problem doing so. So if you think I highlight too much, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna change for anybody. Yes, that's highlighted. Yes, yes, yes. Now I'm just gonna go back in with some Matte Fix Plus and my Beauty Blender. I'm gonna spray that, and that's just gonna make my highlight look a little bit more metallic-y. So boom. The last thing I like to do once I finish my foundation and have everything complete is just go in with the Urban Decay All Nighter Spray. I'm just gonna set it so that my masterpiece is in place and does not budge whatsoever. So I like to apply this at a distance so that I'm not too close and I'm like choking off of it.